Does this look familiar? Did you learn how to do math by doing the same problems over and over and over again? I know I did. I remember in school, teachers standing at the front of the room, showing me step by step how to solve a problem, and going home and practicing over and over and over again until I had memorized the procedures and could spit out correct answers on a test. I was a math whiz until I wasn't. Because in secondary school, I could no longer rely on memorized procedures. And I just assumed math wasn't for me. Activities like this are common throughout the world, and they're incredibly deceiving. You see, students might get all of these answers correct, but do they have a deep understanding of the mathematics? And as well, this sends the message that math, well, it's all about finding one correct answer in one way over and over and over again. But thankfully, we have a hero waiting in the wings. Behold, the Pringle Wringle. How many Pringles does it take to make the Pringle Wringle? When asking this to students, we force them to think about what information do I need to solve this question? And then we can ask them to solve it in multiple ways that make sense to them and have them compare their methods with somebody else in the room and ask them, which method do you think is best and why? And then we can ask them to predict, can we make a super huge Pringle Wringle? These questions are referred to as higher level thinking questions, and they push students beyond just a correct answer. Unfortunately, 80% of questions that teachers ask are what we saw in that previous slide. And one reason for that is that teachers say they don't feel they have the skills to ask these types of questions. So in my research, I'm aiming to impact math education in two ways. First, I'm collaborating with teachers. And together, we're creating a questioning guide that will not only show teachers the value of asking these types of questions, but it'll also give them a step-by-step process that they can follow to incorporate these types of questions in any math lesson immediately. And I'm also looking at how we can restructure professional development for teachers so that we can make sure they not only know of research-based teaching methods, but they're supported in using them. Imagine a world with me where teachers teach students to critically think. Those students will grow into the adults that impact our society and solve some of the world's most challenging issues. And by empowering teachers with the guide to teach students how to ask critical thinking questions, this society is possible. Thank you.